Hey, good evening, John. How are you?
All right, thank you very much. How are you, got?
Oh, fine. And how's the decorating going there?
Well, Patsy done all the glossing today. She's very good at that, I will say. And so she done that now. So what we gotta do, all we gotta do left, we've done all the like misting and the ceilings done and everything. So just papering now,
Yeah.
papering, and then the floor down, and then we be right as rain then.
Oh, brilliant.
But my new doors are leaking, guy.
Never.
Your new doors. Luckily for us, I wish it hadn't rained so heavy, mine, but it rained yesterday and come in the morning and there was wet patches. So I've taken all photos now so I could show them in it.
Yeah.
But so hopefully they'll be able to sort it out.
Good evening to Sonny, Kyle, and Mr. Bond.
Good evening, everybody. Kyle, Sonny,
Mr. Bond
Mr.
is.
Bond.
I've had a bit of a skill there.
I could see, man.
Oh,
Your
hope you don't let it.
hair short and everything's like that. Suits you, see. Makes you look younger.
I'm not going there again. Good God. Any younger, I don't want to. I'd be like you, John.
So where do you go?
Oh, some bloke up in town, Station Road,
Oh, right.
by the club there. Not far from where Fine Fair used to be on the left-hand side, you know.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, is it Turkish barbers, eh?
I don't know if it's Turkish or what he was,
Oh,
but
right.
I'm not going there again. Blinking out. Good evening,
Yeah.
Fion. Nice to see
Bit of a-
Fion.
you must have been chatting 12 like with him, Bereka.
That's the problem.
He must have forgotten. He must have forgot he was cutting your hair.
You still clipping, man. Next thing, I look round. Good Lord, it's all on the floor.
That's what happened to me. See, I was talking to a bloke about something, and the next thing you know, I guess, oh, you are.
Hey, George Bond wants to know how's the ghost.
No, George. Right now, we gotta leave that alone because did you notice last week? Right, he was reading the stories, and I was debating whether to read the third story. And what happened? All Gary's power went off, Mr. Bond. So it's real.
Yeah,
I might send him to your house now, Mr. Bond.
yeah, it has taken my years off. Patsy just said it's taken years off me. You know, the years
Yeah.
are gone. Clipped a bit close, he did. Good Lord. Look, I need to get rid of this now, next, don't I? This
Yeah,
crazy.
I would, honest to God.
Perhaps I'll
I,
shave it off next week now.
loads of people that like beards. I've never liked them, but I had a beard once, see, when I was
Oh,
about, gosh, I don't know, late 20s. And I was, what's the matter with you? My dog is growling at me all the time.
oh, you can see something. See, good evening,
Oh,
Danielle Morgan.
Danielle is in. Is she? Be quiet. Ollie, be quiet. Listen to him now. He's going to spoil it.
Oh, well, Kylos reckons it could have been internet lagging. But it shouldn't be because I've got the internet going into the machine, you know. It's not on Wi-Fi. So I don't know what it is. It might be between you and the server. Could be anything. Or it could be a ghost. Do you like that laugh, John?
Oh, brilliant. It could have been, yeah. There you are. Patsy again. Look, I promise not to scare you tonight. Do.
Yeah, it'd be good though. We're a little scared. John, how's your heart? Is it strong?
Well, it's a bit weaker than it was last week, I think, because of Patsy. Like,
Yeah,
but I think I could have another shock and be all right. But you never know.
yeah. Yeah, it could
But
be the lag. The streaming could have been on my thing. I don't know what it was. But I got a new computer here today, or a different computer. So we'll see now if it happens to this one. Because the other
no,
one,
it won't happen tonight. No, it's a different vibe tonight.
well, I'm in the Starship Enterprise, look, the
You
background.
people who
Starship Enterprise. Yeah. So anyway, we've got some lovely, easy questions now tonight. And you all know the rules. If you answer the question, the first one to answer it correctly gets the chance to have a scratch card. We got these ones tonight. So you can win two ways. And if it's over 25 quid, we split it 3 ways. If it's under 25 quid, it goes back to the pot. So should we have our first question?
Go on, you guy.
Right then. In terms of drink, what does IPA stand for? You've all seen it on the bottle, haven't you? IPA. What does that stand for? Do you know what that stands for, John?
I think I do.
Right, first one to answer. IPA. What does that stand for? Let's see who gets this. With all that texting now and asking that plastic round thing, like mustn't mention the name.
What's that, Alexa?
That one, yeah. I put a pillow over mine. I'm gonna have to smash it up. Does my head in. Have you got one, John?
Yeah, we got two. Yeah, but when Patsy going upstairs.
Instant P. No. John Barmsey with Indian Pale Ale, John. Quite right.
There we are. Well done, John.
John, good. Right then. I'm just going to pick the first one that comes out because they're all the same. And I'll scratch this one off so I can get the 20 pence off the desk. Come here. Oh, right, 5p. Let's get that one. Right then. Only a pound one on that one. Like that, John. It's a pound, £3 there. There's a pound above.
There you go.
Right, so you quid on that one. So right, let's have the next question then. What year was the brand Heinz established? Heinz baked beans, Heinz ketchup. What year were they established? Everybody now run out to the kitchen to have a look at their tins. It will be on there. What year was Heinz established? Kylos, 1969? Nope. Sony, 1978? Nope. Patsy, 1869. Let's see who had it first. Kylos had it 1869. Kylos had it first, shortly followed by Patsy. Carrie-Anne Hooper. No, all the rest of them. Danielle Morgan had it third. So Kylos was first. So next, scratch card.
Right, boy.
Nothing on that one.
Unlucky guy.
Right, next question then. Let's not get them out of the way, you know. What year did Margaret Thatcher die? What year did Margaret Thatcher die? Good evening, David Stretch Williams.
Good evening, Di.
What year did Margaret Thatcher die? It's a good year that was. Didn't like her. 2010, no. 1901, no. John, you're flickering, apparently. Carrie-Anne Hooper didn't know she had died. John Bamsey, 2011, nope. Patsy, 2010, no. Bond Empire, 2011, no. David Stretch, 2008, no. 2005, Carrie-Ann Hooper, no. Kylos Phillips, 2013. Quite right. He's on the phone quickly, isn't he? Patsy Morgan next. Right then, Kylos Phillips. Let's have a look, see if we can win you some money. Get a new taxi. No. Nothing on that one.
Oh, nothing on that one again.
This £10,000 is hard to win, isn't it? Kylos Phillips guessing. Yeah. He's on the phone. He's on the phone. Let's have a look on that next one then. I got two left. Right. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Who painted the Mona Lisa? And it's not Banksy. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Very famous, depressed looking woman. Must have been COVID in them times. John Bamsey, Da Vinci. Quite right. Leonardo da Vinci. Probably can't spell it, can he? John?
I doubt it. But they were.
Leo da Vinci, yeah. Leonardo da Vinci, yeah. John Morgan, first one in, anyway.
No, John Bamsey. I'm John Morgan.
John Bamsey, yes. Look. Zilch again.
Oh, we're not having much luck with the cars, mind.
No, useless, isn't he?
Yeah.
Keep on going, innit?
Last one then, go on.
Last one, right. Who plays Del Boy in Only Fools and Horses? Who plays Del Boy? Who's going to get this one? Sonny Walt, Danielle Morgan's first with David Jason. She's very quick, isn't she, Danielle?
Yeah, fair play. You want a lot in that.
Zilch again.
Oh, well.
Useless, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
So, yeah, it's not really good this week, are we? God. Anyway, I've been chatting to a gentleman online who does power washing. Remember, we were talking about power washing?
Yes,
His name is Sid, and he's got this YouTube channel called Partridge External Cleaning. It's on YouTube. But the good thing about him is he goes into and he tells you all the secrets. You know, where to get the machine, or where to get the hoses, and all these little things that go on the end of the. Tells you everything. So he's had a bit of a falling out now with all the other local cleaners in his area. I'm not sure where he operates from, but you know, he's not. The good thing, what he does tell you how to price the jobs as well. You know, but everybody. He tells you how to price the jobs.
All right, okay.
So, you know, but he's living in a different place to all the rest of us, isn't he? You know, he can charge a lot more money.
Yes, of course, right.
Or a lot less, depending on where he lives, you know. But he seems to be earning quite a lot of money out of it. But the machine he was using, it just broke down now today, or was about to break down. So he's going to get a Honda engine machine, which and I've had a price look at the prices on the over £1,000 just for a power washer.
Good golly,
bonkers, isn't it? So I was
Yes,
thinking about,
I got a good one, right? I got a good power washer from. I bought it for not the Aldi online and everyone. They didn't have them in the shop, but that was I think it was 200 and I think it was under 250, but over to about 230, something like that. It's a cracking machine, mind. But
yeah,
years ago, people went round it. Say I went round and I had leaflets made up to see you could make a couple of bob and that. And I put them everywhere around Margam. I didn't have one phone call back to do it. And it transforms you. You know, if you've got a lot of paving in your back, it transforms you back, mind.
well, yeah.
Especially around here, because we've got the we've got the steam machine by there around the back. Look,
yeah, the dust maker.
yeah, the dust maker.
I know. The thing is, you clean it unless you protect it. It's stinking again in a week.
Honest to God, right? It's worse now than it's ever been from out there.
God.
Terrible.
So I looked at the Karcher machines, but I was told that they've got plastic motors in them. And
the thing is with Karcher, right? I think is somebody, you buy you buy in the end you buy in a name rather than buy the machine, because like I was wary about buying this machine, and then I phoned up my mate who actually used to work in like all machines like that. Clive Curley, we called him, right? And he told me, he said, the washer I've got and I bought is the Aldi one, and that's why I bought it. And you know what? The customer service there, the only thing is, he said the pipes, they're so high pressure, the pipes do burst.
Yeah.
But so what he said to do was buy another one. Like that. Well, I phoned, it did burst on me, right? I phoned customer service out in Ireland, it was, right? They sent me a brand new one, but I also bought an heavy duty one myself, right? So heavy duty one is on it now. But if that was to ever to break, I've got the backup now from that place. But they were brilliant. They were within they didn't have no photos of them. They just said, right, we'll send you another one, as if they were expecting it then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But they didn't, no answers. Just yes, okay, we'll do it. Here we are.
I went for an interview for a job. Good God. And I got the job. So I'm starting with Aston Martin on tomorrow evening.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so if you see any Aston Martins going on with 3 wheels, I've been doing on it, right? So, yeah, so Aston Martin, here I come. St. Athan.
Oh, brilliant.
Only thing, I had to have that test, that thing up the nose, Oh.
How did that go?
Oh, I wasn't happy. Wasn't happy at all. Then they do the one at the back of your throat, then they scrape that as well. And I threw up.
Oh, gee. Well, you got to watch it. With the one up your nose, you got to catch you got to watch it, don't catch your brain, see, guy.
Well, it's so small, it dodged it. It went to the side.
Ah, right. It went around to the left-hand side of it.
Yeah.
Hey, you looking for there, George Bond don't like spiders, he said.
Well, a fact of life about spiders is that when you go to sleep, a lot of people sleep with their mouths open, and spiders are attracted by the carbon dioxide that comes out of your mouth.
That's quite right.
And they crawl in, George. So you probably ate a couple.
Honest to God, George, that's right. And let me tell you something now, if you don't mind me telling you. Springtime and autumn, they in the spring they come out to go out, and in the autumn they come in, right, to hibernate and that. So it's this time of year, George. You have a look tonight now, because this time of year they're out and about.
Yeah.
As soon as we have a warm spell, they'll be everywhere, guy. I can guarantee you that.
Well,
Hey, did you see Weatherman walking this year? This week?
No.
It was about our little. It was a part about our Groves Village. What such a shame that they got rid of that, right? And so he was walking from Aberafan Beach round to Swansea way, Britain Ferry and things like that. Well, he reckon they found a spider in, I think it was by the Neath Canal, 5 inches across. They reckon it's the Welsh tarantula. But it's very rare apparently. So but they found one. Can you imagine seeing that?
Oh God, I'd run like hell.
5 inches, George.
Oh, I can't stand them. Oh,
I know. I'm not fond of them, Gary. I'll tell you the truth.
There's a couple of videos on YouTube of some bloke. He's got a spider in the corner, and he's trying to poke it. Next thing, it falls on the floor. There's bloke's legs,
Oh yeah. It's well, you know what? We had a spider. Yeah, right. It was so big that we had to start paying poll tax for it.
Good Lord.
Yeah, massive thing.
But the ones that bite you, like I had a bite last year. I'm sure it was a false window.
Oh, that's right,
remember, I had a hole in my bligging leg.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, they can be really nasty.
Oh,
yeah. Well, that spider we had, right? We had to buy clothes for it.
Good God.
Massive. But you know what?
The good thing about spiders is if you eat garlic, they don't like the smell of garlic.
Right.
So that's one thing that puts them off. And if you put garlic cloves on your windowsills, because that's where they come in, or down by your skirting board, if you put garlic cloves around there, it'll stop them from coming in because they can't stand it.
I also heard was peppermint. Like
peppermint, yeah.
Peppermint, I heard.
Oil of cloves, another one. Any strong scented food, they hate it. They can't stand it. But what I've got a plug-in thing. Stops mice, rats, and spiders.
Conkers. I was trying to think. I was trying to think there was a net. Yeah, I was trying to think it was a net. Well done, carry on. I was trying to think there was a net that you put down. Apparently, conkers work and all. Yeah. But Auntie's right. It's not the cordial, peppermint cordial. It's a peppermint oil. You won't see them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can buy. I don't like them. So Patsy's right. I was 18 when I was living with my mother. 18, and the thing is, right? It's so stupid, right? John, I tell you what, they would be extinct, right? Because they'd be all jumping off cliffs. Because I wouldn't be around here if it was spiders as small of a terrier. I can tell you.
And they can run quite quick, can they?
Oh yeah, they fast, man.
I remember years ago working in Neath the Talbot Council, and one of the boys there, he had a pet tarantula, and he brought it in, and he put it on the table, and he's running. You should have seen us all run.
Yeah.
Suffering skulls. Like that. Like an empty with 5 legs.
Honest to God, right? There was a fella around here, Andrew, his name is, right? He's quite well known. He walks his dog everywhere, and he was telling me about this. Do you want to come and see my tarantula? And I said, right, I'll come and see it, but you don't mess around with it. You don't put it on me, nothing like that. Oh, you want to do it? I said, right, let's get things straight. If you was to put that on my shoulder, I would somehow get it off me, and I would stamp all over it.
Yeah.
He didn't invite me back. I don't know why, but he didn't invite me back then.
Oh,
but you can't mess around with people's phobias like that. See, you know what I mean?
No, they all like crawl slow, don't they?
Oh, see, I got all itchy now. See,
hey, it's not. What if you had a ghost spider, big one? You know.
I don't think they got spirits.
Are they?
No, I don't think so. You need a soul to be a ghost, right? You need to have a soul in the beginning.
Yeah. But can they actually harm your ghosts? Can they touch you?
Well, I'm not too sure. They could scare you. The only thing, they could scare you. But if they can, can you imagine if they can slam a door and they say they slam a door on your fingers, they can hurt you that way. Even if they can't touch you.
I've noticed that you're nervously looking around there, John.
I know why. Patsy said she'd had a spider in her hand, a tarantula, but I tell you what else she had. People might be able to tell me. She've had a great big fat yellow and white snake round her neck as well. We went to quite the fate thing a good few years back, and there was a bloke there with this big huge snake, and she had it draped. And we got a picture here somewhere.
Oh.
But it's like a big long fat thing, but it's yellow and white, whatever snake that is.
Good Lord. Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that spider we had it, yeah, right? We was having posts for it.
Good God.
Yeah. Oh, God. In the end, right? In the end, it moved out because we what's out the window, John? Well, my garden.
Any movement out there, John?
Oh, it's a golden boa, was it? Right. That's where, that's what, down in Coity, we found that by accident, actually. We were going somewhere, might be going for a meal or something. And we just saw, fate this way. We went there. We had a good afternoon we had.
That's nice. I used to like going to fates. I wonder if they'll happen again. I hope so.
Do you know what, right? I still really love a fate. But the thing is, you do look at the size, right, of the Steel Company playing fields, right? They haven't done nothing down there. Oh, Christ. When? Since the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
But, you're talking about spiders all the time, see?
Patsy said, no, he's looking so nervous, but
yeah, talking about spiders all the time.
Spiders and ghosts.
Yeah, spiders and ghosts, my favourite. And I need to put the light on now. And for no other reason, except I can't see the words.
Exactly, no other reason.
No other reason whatsoever, right?
John, do you sleep with the landing light on?
Yeah, I had to stop because all the planes were coming here all the time. See?
Hey, George Bond's winding you up, look.
Oh, look, yeah, George, I know. Behind you, looks like there's a ghost, but there isn't. I know, it's just a wall, that's all, George. That's my shadow, man.
Yeah, there's something here.
Yes, my shadow, man.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, so, do you know the football club down by me there?
Yes,
they put in now for planning permission. They're going to have some units there, and they're going to have a little bar there to try and get more people going there, you know? So they're trying to get more people to go there because generally it's just football. People that, it's like a boys' football club type of thing, but they're trying to get unisex now. So both sexes.
They tell you they're doing a good thing there. They're trying to get inclusion football there, which means basically, what do they say? Players with all abilities, which means, disabled, disabled people as well. And that'll be great. That well, there's a boys in charge of that. I think there's George Ridgway in it. Does fantastic for it, and John Eacock as well. The two of them, they do absolutely fantastic work for Margam down there. Fair play.
So I think they're looking for lottery money or something now. I expect to get it, hopefully. So it'll be good for that part of Margam. So any other news, John? Any news?
Well, just looking at George where now Amelia's been having a go at him all day. He probably deserved it, Kat, to be fair.
Yeah, he's probably going there up, see.
Yeah. No, again, we got this these elections that were strange, weren't they? It's as if every country of the United Kingdom has gone separate ways, whereas England is conservative, Scotland have gone nationalist, Wales are Labour, and then Ireland have got their own two as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it's awful strange how the United Kingdom is divided up. It's divided up per country, but to me it's strange that each country has got their own
little government type thing.
Yeah, little government. Oh, Patrick, so we had these French doors put in. Lovely. We got up Saturday morning, when it started to rain really bad, and we found out they leaking.
Oh, whereby around the frame, is it?
And well, I don't think so. I think it's the frame. No, not the frame. I think it's right underneath.
All right.
But in my opinion, again, what they should have done, we've got one outside our back door. They should have put, like a channel with that little metal grid there.
Yeah.
They should have put one of them in before they done it. And any water then that comes near the doors gets taken away,
Yeah.
But they didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, so you reckon get some duct tape?
I thought that was for to that's what you caught ducks with, isn't it?
What? You wrap it on the bills, is it?
Yeah. I thought that's what it was. Duct tape. That's what I thought it was called.
Stop them cracking.
Yeah.
All right. So apart from that, it's been very quiet.
It has been. We've had these elections and that, and like COVID is calming down now. Thank the Lord. But like in India, it's really bad again. And
it's devastating in
India.
But
the thing is, people saying it's as well as what am I trying to say? Like population wise, it's probably the same as Britain. Yeah, but they haven't got the equipment we've got, and they've got they've got slums, haven't they? They've got slums the size of Port Talbot in India.
Yeah.
And it is just going to rip right through them. I feel so sorry for them. But there we are.
They only got places to burn them. They like open crematoriums, haven't they?
Yeah.
They don't seem to bury people anymore.
No, there's no healthcare. It's just really bad out there. To live in such a big country where and like they say, like Calcutta, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But the hospitality business again, I think, is going to be. I tell you what, mind, and look, I'm not trying to upset anyone that has had a drink in a beer garden. We've had a couple of nice days, but again, I saw them. They're right having them. They had Bob Latz coats, gloves on outside having to have a drink.
God, I couldn't be bothered with that. Thank God.
Honest to God, if I was drinking, because I've made it clear that I don't drink anymore. But if I was drinking, I don't think I could do that. Sit outside with a coat on, Bob Lat gloves to have a drink.
Oh, I can't see the point in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thought a lot of people would just stay at home because it's no fun going out anymore, is it?
No, I am looking forward to the restaurants opening. Mine inside again, guy. I want to be having. I won't be having food outside, even if it's blinking warm, because in this country, you'd have a shower. It'd be beautiful one minute, and the next thing pouring with rain.
Exactly.
So nothing worse than soggy peas and all cigar.
Oh yeah. Hey, the scare's looking nice now from the outside, isn't it?
No, I like the look of people saying that fence don't look very nice, right? I think it looks great. I do actually. And it's about time we had somewhere nice to eat, man, local. And don't get me wrong, the scare had its time. It was very tired, wasn't it? The scare.
Yeah.
But
food was always good, but the decoration was terrible.
Yeah, it's we got and something else. I heard the surgery was definitely going to shut, but there we are. It's open again now.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's happening with that.
Chris Trainer, did he own that now?
Surgery. He did, and I was talking to him the other day. I think it was. I might have asked him something like that, and he just, "Oh, don't talk," or something like that, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. So, when is the rugby club opening then?
Well, again, the rugby club's open now outside, but I'm not sure when. Is it the 17th of May? Everyone's allowed to open inside for
Yeah.
The thing is,
15th
you've
to
still
20th.
got to be social distance. You've got to sit down and have waiter service. So it's just not the same, like, you know.
Yeah.
Going round, like, you know, I got loads of friends up with John Bamsey. He's a legend up in that type of rugby club, right? But, you know, he'll tell you, you can walk through the bar, you go and sit with this one, go and sit with John Newman, you get up then, talk to Phil Burney, you go up to this one then, go and talk to this one, talk to that one. You can't do that now.
And I suppose
You just sit down and you go have your beer served you. I don't like all that, you know. I'd rather go and socialise, you know.
Yeah. I expect that a lot of people will be fined, won't they? You'll have these police or whatever dropping in.
Honestly, yeah. And the thing is, right, the you know, like, it's the establishment, I think, gets fined as well, you know, because they are not they are not enforcing it, which at the end of the day, it's not fair.
I don't think it'll ever be the same.
No. Yeah.
The government have said now that COVID will definitely be gone by August, whatever, the 31st or whatever date they said. But I bet you they'll have it back. It'll come back.
Oh, look, I don't know. It's I don't know what to say about it. You know, loads of people have got their views on things like that, and whatever we think, we've got to do as we're told anyway. Yeah. I think, you know, and so, you know, there are things now that I'm thinking of seeing, and I'm thinking, well, no, this is wrong, this and that, but we still got to do as we're told anyway.
Yeah, just got to go on with
right
it.
Then, let me have a guess, carry on, right? Can't wait to go to a favourite cafe for breakfast. No, I think I know the cafe she's talking about. And if I'm right, she owes me a break. She got to pay for my breakfast. And Patsy will tell you it's a Whopper.
Is it?
So I think she's talking about Ira's in Britain Ferry.
Ira's. Where is that then?
On the main road in Britain Ferry. That was Kyle. That was in a book, wasn't it? Somebody's. That was it. Somebody's. What's the word that they're looking for? They like a prophet where they see things. Yay! It was Ira's. It's lovely breakfast in there. Lovely. Ira don't run it no more, Carrie, does she?
She probably.
No, a premonition, man. Somebody wrote. That was Dean Koontz. No, this one. No, the Dean Koontz was something else, right? I think somebody had a premonition that it'll go like in a flash, wallop, and it'll come back 10 years later, and then it'll go again, never to come again. I think that was a premonition by a lady. No, I won Nostradamus. He was Nostradamus. I've said something about that, right? But this lady said exactly what Kyle had it down. But there is a book again. There we are. There's loads of. There was one about naming the place in China. There's quite a few at the end of the day. But I just, in all honesty, in my view, right, I know I'm on here talking and people can only write, which is sometimes not fair. But I genuinely can't see what, if it's a conspiracy theory, right? I cannot see what benefit they've got to shut all the economy down and things like this and stop us going out. I can't see what benefit it does.
No.
It can't be to keep an eye on us because they keep an eye on us anyway.
Yeah. No. It's why does this affect Asian people more than it affects, you know, the Caucasian white people? You know, I can't understand that.
Yeah, I know. I generally do think, mind, it's it's man-made, and it was man-made out in China because they had the vaccine before, and before it went around the world, I think, didn't they?
Yeah. What are you looking for, John?
Me? No, nothing. I'm just looking around now because I gotta go and and put the light on because I can't see nothing. It's coming up time.
She's gonna jump in.
All these edges moving, all these over there. I like it's getting dark here, isn't it? So I'm gonna go and put the light on. Take me a minute, because I gotta get my leg on.
Patsy, quick, get him. Quick, get him.
Aye. I can't see, but I'm not deaf, man.
Oh.
Oh, I'm a trap on them in
Yes, it's virus.
Oh.
It's crippled the world, haven't it? Absolutely crippled the world wherever it's gone. So nobody was prepared for it, were they? God. And it seems just to kill more Asian people. I don't know why. And people of a certain age, innit? I'm too young at the moment for that. I can't say what I'm doing at Aston Martin because I've had to sign a confidentiality clause. So I can't say what I'm doing, but I'm down there. So if you see a car going around with 3 wheels, that's me. So, but every car down there is individually made and ordered by the buyer. And there's some really expensive cars there. Oh my God, 200,000 upwards. And they're all specced out different colors. The seats are different, wheels are different color. Oh, fantastic. But yes. Oh, Carrie Ann will be there waiting on the 17th. The doors to open. Oh, no. I love a good cooked breakfast. Try to lose weight, if you can, but it's a nightmare, man. What I have found, though, if you want to lose weight, don't have any carbohydrates because they're the ones. So cook breakfast, as long as you don't have the bread, the toast, fried bread, whatever, you're okay. You won't put on weight. It's the carbohydrates that do it. So how's your diet going, Kyle? Kyle's on a diet, isn't he? Some shit. No, I'm not on my diet no more. I'm giving in.
You doing all right on that, don't you?
Yeah, I was losing a lot of weight, but I was getting too thin, I nearly had to buy new clothes, man.
So, how about it now, when should we organise to go to Ira's on the 17th?
It'd be a big queue there. You won't get in there, I suppose.
Carol get us in, no worries at all.
Oh, I don't know.
You won't, let me tell you something, my answer. Through experience, you'll never ever lose weight through weight training. It will look, you look much, much better, and massively look better, but it turns to muscle, see, mate? And muscle weighs heavier than fat, and that's true. And so you will tone up and you look fantastic, but you might find, see, that you've put weight on. But don't worry about it. I would keep on with them weights because you at the end of the day, you hold it well, mate. You really do.
Yeah.
You look at Danielle's in like Flynn again. Look, take me and Frankie if you want to do that. You look at that.
Why not? Enjoy yourself.
Yes, man. Of course you can come.
Well, you got a minibus, haven't you, John?
We're not far off. I can fit 8 in there, Seeker.
There we are. You can pick everybody up on the way through.
And I got a trailer.
Well, Chuck Kylos can win a trailer.
He'd be able to pick a trailer up. Fair play. No, are you honest? I've been there once, but I've only been there when it was Ira's.
What's it on the left-hand side, is it? Is it going to?
Yeah, I'll do go underneath, yes, on the left-hand side.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Oh, it is nice. It's still called Iras in a carry.
It's run by a Chinese guy now, isn't it?
Yeah. They do that sometimes, and if the business is really good, they keep the name.
It's called Islas now. Islas. It's Islas.
Hey, that wasn't bad for you, guy. Eh? Good golly.
Yeah, funny, isn't it?
Or right, what do you mean? Round the corner, is it, Kyle? You know, like right by the Rose and Crown, do you mean? Do you know what, right? I'm not joking. You know, before I played darts, I didn't know that place existed. Oh, right, he owns the Happy Walk too. He's getting greedy, see? But must be a sight. Imagine if we owned that guy, right? Happy Walk and Iras. I'd be massive, I would. I'm not wasting away now, am I? But good golly.
I know, I'd be the same. Oh, good. But you've got to taste the food, see, before you give it to the patrons.
No, this is it. You've got to make sure it's not poisonous. And it would be every person who phones. Oh, wait a minute before that goes. I'm just going to taste it. Thank you.
Yeah. I was looking the other day how to make baguettes. They're easy to make.
Are they?
Bread baguettes, yeah. Oh, simple. So I may be making some of them soon. Very nice.
Well, we have... sometimes we have... what is it? A Chinese. We have Chinese or India. We've got friends we go to on a Saturday night, or they come to us, right? And we trying to change it up a bit, you know, with perhaps Liz will cook or we will cook or something like that. But we have the Chinese we have is Panda, and it's beautiful.
Panda. Which one is that?
Panda. Then? But it's in Station Road. It is, right. But it's next door to Peacocks, I think, up a bit.
Oh yeah, I know it. It's on the end.
It's nice for there. But the Happy Walk is in Ferry as well, is it? See, it's not too far to go because there's supposed to be a absolutely stunning Chinese in Aberkenfig, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. By the fishing shop, or used to be a fishing shop there. But it's a long way to go, isn't it?
Yes, you're quite right. Oh, it is Aberkenfig. It's quite a good one.
And there's one just before Porthcawl too, by the petrol station, by there. Was that Indian? No, I think that's Indian.
Oh, right. That's right, John, the new garden.
So
it's supposed to be absolutely stunning up there. Right, what I wanted to find it. Yes, they do. That's what I asked. Red curry from Panda, but they're beautiful.
Is it red curry? Is it
honestly,
hot?
Gary, honest to God, if you ever have a Panda up there, red curry, please.
Is it hot though?
No. You can. I think with the Chinese, right? But you can ask them for it to be hot. Right then, if it's not too long to write down, I've often wondered this, right? Whether it's the place. What's the difference between Chinese and Cantonese? Then?
I don't know.
Well, if it's not too long to write down, and I know obviously, is it the areas or whatever, or is the food different? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I never thought of it.
Cantonese. No, yeah, it's a restaurant up there as well, see, but there's a takeaway. And I also like the Indian, regional stuff. I also like the one in Skewin, starts with a P. That's an Indian.
Pasanda, is it?
No, Pasanda's a meal.
Oh. So much I know.
I'm sure it starts with a P. Anyway, it's not on the main road. You gotta go round twisty turny. It's like on the corner. Very, very popular, but it's stunning food there, you know.
Yeah. You're making me hungry now, John.
Oh, and me too. And we had a dinner today, right? And we had egg mayonnaise sandwiches before we come in.
Good God. Oh, lovely.
Before we come on to the show. Egg mayo, see? Lovely,
Yeah.
nice and fresh, beautiful.
Oh, I love egg mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But you've got to have that thick braces
Always
bread.
have a drink, if you don't mind, everybody.
You carry on.
But yeah, so
That thick braces bread I love, or extra thick.
yeah, when I tell you the truth, right, we always have the not the blue one, the purple coloured one always, right? And then when I'm having a big breakfast, I like to have the pink one. You know, the pink braces. Oh, bloody lovely. Carry on starving.
Hello. We're all in the kitchen now after. Good Lord. Oof. Beans on toast.
But yeah, if you ever want something, I don't know if Danielle knows this, right? But if you ever want a real spicy meal in the Chinese, just ask him. That's it, Panchi, beautiful.
Panchi.
Yeah, it's not on the main road, right? I can't describe how to get there. I can find it, but it's up and down and around and things like that, right? But it's stunning. It is, guy. It's really nice.
Oh. We'll have to find. You don't see them. Well, I wonder if they'll ever do buffets again.
Yeah, honest to God, you can have. I think you can have it. Oh no, I don't know, but I'm sure they will do the buffets because the Dip Blues do a nice buffet on a Sunday. See up here, you know, in normal times.
Yeah.
But the trick with it, see, is not to have too much chips and not to have too much rice.
Exactly, because it fills you up, doesn't it?
Ah, right. Saffron is a main road in Skewin is nice. Oh, you see, there's lots we can try. There's lots we got to try in our own. I tell you what we done the other day, everybody as well. Friends of ours took us to an ice cream place in Skewin, right?
Yeah.
It's not. I think it was like not far from opposite the police station, right? Roundabout there somewhere. And we had these big tubs. Oh my God! But the ice cream was absolutely beautiful. I don't know what it's called, right? But honestly, it is this ice cream place, and apparently it's been there for years and years and years and years, and never even heard of it.
Yeah, I've been there. You get
that's it. Good. John Bamsey must be going to all of them.
Yeah. Is it the one you have a polystyrene cup and the ice cream's in that?
Sorry, Gary, I missed that.
Did you have the ice cream in a polystyrene cup?
Yes.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Look at John Bamsey must be going around all these places. Tracy, he knows them all. Good golly.
He knows all the Indians and all the ice cream parlors. He must be massive, John.
No, Danny, we didn't go there. We went to what John said, Panchi, when Ronnie and Jackie were down.
God.
Oh, right. His daughter lives there. Great.
Oh, he's sticking up for himself, look.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and the I know you don't like you don't like rugby, but the British Lions have named their teams.
South Africa.
Yeah, they named their team to go out there. Well, the squad, innit? You know, at the end of the day, right? Even they're all good players who play for the country. Yeah? Like, can't see how they can. Right? England finished. Realistically, you can say they finished bottom, right? Because Italy are always going to finish bottom, right? And so they finished 5th out of 6. England did, right? Yet they've got the most representatives in this squad for the British Lions. Just doesn't make sense to me.
But they're all English, right?
Well, there's 10. I think there's 11 of them. And Wales got 9, and then I think there's 8 each from Scotland and Ireland. I'm very pleased. There's a good representative from Scotland, and there we are, right? There's this fella, Atoji, his name is, from England, second row, right? Now, I wouldn't, genuinely, I'm not joking, I wouldn't pick him for a school team, right? I wouldn't pick him for a school team because he gives away, I would say, 15 points nearly every game, and he'd be very close to a yellow card every game. That's my opinion. I've watched him playing, and this is why the two prop forwards for England didn't go, right? Because they give away penalties all the time.
Sure do.
Kyle, the reason they haven't been playing because a lot of them played for Saracens, and Saracens are not allowed to play rugby, so they're not getting the games. But anyway, that's another thing.
Ghost stories now in 5 minutes. Have you got
yes, I've got right. The stories I got tonight now is the one that we were doing last week, but we got rudely interrupted by the power cut and the ghostly apparitions that's going on.
Yeah, none tonight. Have you noticed?
There's
no.
Nothing tonight. Nothing tonight. More. Then we got. This one. Now I think this one. I think is like it says it's true, like a generic one, but it's very. It'll keep you on the edge, So I'm very happy there. And then this one is. I told you what I will retell what happened to me in the Ouija board one day. But this one is about the Ouija board, and it basically is trying to remind everybody not to use one.
Yeah.
And so this is what can happen is some very, very sad things that has happened in this story. But I will read it out because it's just warning you of all the bad things that can happen in if you use the Ouija board, because I used it, right? We got a couple of minutes. We used it, and there was, let me say how many departments. It was right one on the main floor. When there was cutting, there was right cutting, drying, dyeing, packing. There was 5 different sections, right? And I was in charge of my one, so like a foreman, and there was 4 others who were also foreman on, and we were doing the Ouija board, right? Basically, it spelled out 5 or 4. It was 4. 4 of 4 of the foremen will be sacked within the month. Right? That's spelled out after everything. I'll tell you what it said another day. And so all different things, some really serious things, we all had the sack within a month.
Good God.
Honestly, it was it wasn't very nice with some of them were quite serious what they got sacked for,
Yeah.
But like I got sacked for believe it or not, for somebody else lighting a firework. But was under my charge, if you know what I mean. So they reckon the reasoning was I should have been looking after them and stopped them doing it. But what can you do, innit?
So they let you go then, John?
They let me go, the guy, and I hadn't. But what a place that was, blinking heck.
Hey, can I say this now? That the lady who wrote the thing, she's trying to couple up the story, just send it as it is to me. Don't worry about any swearing. John will edit it. So the lady who initially wrote that, if you're looking in, just send it to me as it is, and John will edit it. Okay?
That'd be great. We were all looking forward to that. Yeah, we are all looking forward to that. Right. So.
Are you ready, John?
I'm ready now, so I think we should kick off now. Right, so we've this is the third story from last week that we couldn't really do because of the power cut. Now then, it's about a young child really when she's on the way home from school. First of all, right? So we'll go. One day, when I got home from school, I found a note from my parents saying they had gone out for the night and wouldn't be back until late. I didn't have a lot of homework to do, so I went up to my bedroom and I opened my laptop. After browsing the internet for a few moments, I got bored and started looking for video chat rooms. Clicking through all the weirdos and time wasters, I tried to find someone I could have a decent conversation with. Just when I was about to give up, I clicked the button and a cute girl appeared on the screen. She looked as if she'd been crying, and she had a hand over her mouth, as if she were trying to keep herself from making any noise. Looking closer, I could see fear in her eyes. He started typing. Please help me. Me. What's happening? Call the police. Me. Why? What's happening? Why? There's someone in my house. Me. Is this some sort of prank? No, please, you've got to help me. Okay, I'll help you. Call the police for me. Me. Why can't you call them yourself? My phone is dead. I'm all alone. Somebody broke into the house. I heard him coming up the stairs, so I hid in the closet. I'm on my laptop. The first page I had opened was this chat room. You're the first person I connected to. Please, you've got to believe me. Me. Are you sure this isn't a prank? I'm deadly serious. I didn't know what to do. It could be just a sick joke. I thought, but what if this girl really needed my help? I couldn't just ignore her. I decided there was nothing else I could do. I had to call the police. Me. Okay, I'll call the police for you. Me. Just give me your name and address. My name is Linda. My address is... While she was typing, I was already dialing emergency services on my mobile phone. When I saw the address she had typed, the phone slipped from my fingers and smashed on the floor. It was my address. I felt a chill run down my spine. I just sat there, staring at her image on the webcam. Her eyes were pleading with me, begging me to help. Tears were flowing down her cheeks. Slowly, I turned my head and stared at my bedroom closet. My heart was beating fast. I broke into a cold sweat. With trembling hands, I picked up my laptop and cautiously approached the closet. The floorboards creaked under my feet. In the video chat, I could see the girl suddenly flinch, as if she'd heard something. She covered her mouth, shivering with fear. I reached out with my left hand and grasped the handle of the closet door. The girl was still in the video chat, shaking and silently sobbing. Clutching the handle tightly, in one quick move, I pulled the closet door open. From within, I heard a terrified scream. The closet was empty. When I looked back at the laptop screen, the girl had disappeared from the video chat, and I kept hearing her scream over and over in my head. The whole incident unnerved me so much that I couldn't stay in my bedroom. I went to sleep on the sofa downstairs. The next morning, I told my parents what happened. My mother just laughed it off, but my father was curious. He said he would ask the neighbours about it. What he found out was extremely disturbing. Years before, there had been a family living in the house, a man, his wife, and their teenage daughter. One night, when the parents were out, an intruder had broken into the house. When the parents came home, they found their daughter in the bedroom closet. She had been stabbed to death. The killer was never found. Her name was Linda. See? Now this one, this is the one I thought it was going to be the last one. I got a little bit mixed up. So anyway, this was the one I was reading last week. I was young, maybe 4. I was staying at my nan's house. While I was laying in bed, which was to the back of the house, I sensed, and I don't know how or why, that down the road to the front of the house, there was a band of soldiers coming down the road, about 20 of them. They were a sorry-looking bunch, ripped up clothes, limping, some helping others walk. They definitely been through some troubles. Thinking of how they looked up to me, they were from an early war, not like World War II, but earlier. But I hadn't any concept of ghosts or anything like that, so I didn't know what to make of it, other than they looked odd. The next night, same thing again. Except this time, a couple of them knew that I was viewing them in my mind's eye. They left the group and came round to the back and stood under my window, staring up at me, almost demanding silently that I should get up and look out. I knew they were there. They knew, I knew. They totally freaked me out. I just started screaming and wailing. My nan came through with my aunt. I was crying. There were 2 men outside looking up at the window. Of course, they looked out, but nobody was there. And after a while, they settled me down. Anyway, a few days later, I just woke up, middle of the night, and got up. I left the bedroom and felt myself being drawn down a hallway towards the front door. The nearer I got, the more scared I was feeling. But I had to keep going to the front door. I reached it, and I was almost pissing my pants in fear. But I had to do it. I reached out and opened the letterbox. As I looked through it, and I saw the most scariest pair of eyes I have ever seen. Even now I have goosebumps. It whispered to me, "Open the door." I couldn't reach a latch, so I couldn't even if I wanted to. At that exact moment, my nan had come out in the hall and shouted, "Mark, what are you doing?" She didn't see as I let the flap drop, and she startled me. But I said, "Somebody's out there. They want me to open the door." She dragged me down the hallway and said, "Do not open that door to anyone, ever. Do you hear me?" Some days later, I was playing up as usual, and she took my favourite toy off me as punishment. It was a toy pistol. She put it in the cupboard, which was so high, she had to stand on tiptoe to put it in. No way was I going to reach that. She said, "When you learn to behave, you'll get it back." That night, I awoke again. I got up, middle of the night, came out of my bedroom door, and stood there in the pitch dark, looking up at the cupboard. I wanted my gun. I probably stood for 5 minutes when a voice I didn't recognize said, "What are you doing?" This huge bloke who I'd never seen stood beside me. He was in dark clothes. It was really dark, but his face was illuminated by an orangey glow. Like as if he was smoking a cigarette in the dark. I said, "Who are you?" He replied, "I'm Frank. I'm Kit's husband." Kit being my nan, when she was called Katie. I never heard anyone call her that before, but apparently that was what her husband called her. So he said again, "What are you doing?" I said, "My gun is up there. I can't reach it." He reached up into the cupboard, felt around and got it out. "Is this it?" "Yes," I replied. So he passed it to me. Anyway, he said, "I want you to give Kit, your nan, a message. Tell her I'll wait for her tomorrow night right here. Tell her it's important and tell her it's Frank." "Okay," I said. and he was gone, just like that. His face snuffed out, and I was once again in total darkness. The next day, my nan was like, "How did you get that gun down?" I said, "You couldn't have it." She pulled me to the cupboard. "Show me how you got it down." I said, "A man got it down for me." "Don't lie to me. How did you get it?" I said. "Frank got it down for me. He wants to see you tonight." She seemed to get angry then and said, "Don't say that. Frank is dead. You mustn't say that." I'm like, "He said it." She cut me short. "Don't talk to me and go to your room." That night, I didn't even get out of my room, but Frank was in there. He seemed annoyed at first. He said, "Why didn't you tell her?" I said I tried. He relaxed a bit and said, "It's okay. You're too young. I'll find another way." Some weeks later, I was again up in the middle of the night. Yeah, I really was a nightmare child. And I was going towards the kitchen. I heard a slight noise. I looked around and was amazed to see a stairway had opened up. A set of stairs curled round and out of view, lit up by that same orangey glow. Frank, a teenage boy, about 17, and a stern-looking old lady came down. I was absolutely amazed because I knew no such stairway existed. Frank came down and said, "I have something to tell you." He told me something which I frustratingly can't remember. Then the old lady and Frank started up the stairs again. The lad started to go up and he said to me, "Come on." So I moved forward. He just started cracking up laughing and said, "Look at him, he would come as well." To which the old lady said, "No, you can't come, stay there." And they moved up the stairs, which then disappeared. Years later, looking through old photos, it turned out Frank was my granddad. The old lady was Nan's mum, and the lad was my Uncle Bob, who died of sepsis brought on by peritonitis at 17. What it was all about, I wish I knew. So that was a strange one, really, wasn't it? Now this one, before we've talked about Ouija boards before, but I came across this story today, and I was going through the group that I've got permission to take these stories from, and this one hit me a bit. Some sad parts in it, but it's about the Ouija board, and like I said earlier, that it's a very bad idea for you to do it, right? So it says, "I have another experience with a Ouija board. I was dating this guy, and he had a Ouija board. Well, one night we were sitting on the couch and heard a noise. Nobody else was in the apartment but us, so we decided to get out and see if it was haunted. Well, nothing happened, so we just gave up. We sat there talking for a bit until I had to go pick my son up and go home. I played with my son in his room a little bit before I had to make supper. I went in the kitchen and made something for us, and I walked back into the living room. There, on the wall, was a shadow figure. I went back into the kitchen and peeked round the corner to see maybe if it was my shadow, but it was still there. I shut the kitchen light off and turned it back on, and it was gone. Okay, that must have been my imagination. Well, for weeks I would feel a presence, like something was watching me. My son would wake up screaming about red eyes watching him in his room. Things would be misplaced. I would find them in the strangest places. Pictures would be knocked off the wall. Well, one night my boyfriend came and spent the night. I was sitting on the couch and he was on the floor with my son watching TV. Then all of a sudden, a blade from the ceiling fan flew across the room, almost hitting my son and my boyfriend. We looked at it and figured that it wasn't screwed on tightly. So we put it back on, and then we turned the fan back on. It happened again. This time, there was no one on the floor. Now I know we tightened it the tightest it would go. We ended up staying at his mother's apartment for a while after that. But still things were happening. We always felt angry at each other. We always heard strange noises and seen shadows. Eventually, we decided to get rid of the board. We threw it in with the rubbish. The next morning, we woke up, and there it was on the floor with the eye on it. I ended up leaving and moving in with my parents after I had a miscarriage. But the experiences continued. I have always wondered if something didn't attach itself to me and just never left until I started going to the church again. This is why I refuse to mess with them damn things. I haven't touched one since then, nor will I ever again. I will reiterate, there's some nasty things happen with them things. Stay clear. So that's the stories tonight, everybody. What do you think of that?
Very scary, John.
Our first one was a bit, wasn't it?
Oh, and the last one.
yeah. You know, it's some good ones that are coming through now. What's good? I've joined this like paranormal group, and I've had permission now to any stories that I feel okay with, I can read them, and there's some beauties on them, you know. So I'm not going to run out of them now, thank God. But I would still love to have local ones, you know.
Yeah.
I still would like to have local stories, so we could maybe drop one in, you know, here and there, and you know, so it's. But yeah, they were quite scary actually.
Yeah, that Ouija board is always scary because it's so.
Yeah, I tell you what, I genuinely got experience with the Ouija board, and it's I don't know what it is, right? One of my mates who was with me doing it, I still see him quite regular now, and he thinks there might be something telepathically going on, because even if you push that, even if you push the glass or the cup, whatever you got, right? You push the reciprocant, then, right? You push that, but it knows things that only you would know. You see? I told you about there was this bloke in Cardiff. Nobody, you know, he worked with us down in Kenfig Industrial Estate. He came down. Nobody knew him, and he was the foreman of the place on a night shift, of the old place, right? I was foreman of my department, and he never done this thing with us. But so he'd go and have a lay down for an hour, whatever. I don't know what he did. But then he come down, and the board started spelling, here he comes, really quickly. And with that, he opened the door, see? And, right, it was Peter, right, boys. He said, come on, we're going to get back in now, get things started back up. Okay, no problem. And then it started to write, right? My chalky. Well, this fella, right, at the time, I was only in my 20s, early 20s. He must have been in his 50s, late 50s, and he started crying, right? And there was some, you know, he told us then about 3 weeks later, his wife, 2 years previously, died of cancer, and that Chalky was her pet name for him.
Good God.
Nobody knew him, right? And that's why I know it works, because that happened to me when I was there, and that, you know, there was nobody could have known it. Nobody around that table knew him, you know, that personal then, you know. So I don't know. It's either something there, or like my mate said, something could be telepathically. He might have been thinking about that in the factory something. See, you don't know.
No.
But there we are. That's so just stay clear. Right, so there we are, Gar. That's one done.
We shall be back next Sunday at the same time, 9 o'clock. So please click the like button, comment if you want to, and we'll see you next week.
Indeed. Sunday. Well, good night, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see you next Sunday.